5 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Herbert. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here, Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 32. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they get.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, it's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the give. This is Eckler. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he's got his man on the out route. 2nd down and 3. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Patterson. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the 50, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCann's kick up and good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, man.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Come on now.
Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. McCann's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin out in Houston, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. De'Ami Brown, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Carson Wentz leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. But meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Let's go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Once more, here's Eckler trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Chargers. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pelt. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He'll try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Here we go.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Again, Herbert. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Herbert back to the air. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Herbert throwing again. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of the game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 13, 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.